Hey guys, welcome to video number 2, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that has been raised with me a lot of times, which is room correction software and headphone correction software versus acoustic treatment. So those who know me a little bit, they know that I'll always go with acoustic treatment first and then some kind of correction afterwards, maybe. And the reason for this is because software cannot correct for huge phase issues and room modes that you have present in your room. Which means that if I have a large phasing problem in my room, which makes 100 Hertz completely disappear, let's say here, and I know this to be true in my room. I have a 130 Hertz issue between the floor and the ceiling. That's why I have like huge absorbers here. So I actually have very little 130 Hertz right about here in this area. So if I now tell software, okay, there is none of this happening in my room at this level, to please boost it, then what's going to happen, it's going to just boost a lot of 130 Hertz from my speakers, but that's actually going to make the problem worse, because it will just enhance the phase issue, because it is a phase cancellation issue. It is a room mode problem. It is not a small issue of 2-3 decibels that we can just correct here and there. This frequency is actually non-existent because the sound bounces between the floor and the ceiling. The sound wave goes like this, it bounces back in the opposite direction, and here we have this massive cancellation going on. So this is not something that can be corrected. So therefore I think if you have an untreated room, then a software will not do you any good. It is a gimmick. You will need some acoustic treatment, like anything. Like start with some foam panels, then later invest into proper panels or build your own. I'll show you my studio in another video. But you do absolutely need some room treatment to at least break up room modes a little bit, to kill any sorts of phase issues a little bit, to kill flutter echoes that happen when sound is bouncing around between parallel surfaces. You have to manage those before you can even consider applying some room correction. Once you have some acoustic treatment, these room correction software I think are a great addition, but it is not a solution to a problem. Full disclosure, I don't use any software correction in my room. I would love to try, to be honest. I know my setup is not 100% perfect. I have put in a lot of effort to minimize reflections, minimize phase issues. I'm really lucky to have very good speakers that are pretty much linear, but I'm sure there's more that I could do. In terms of acoustic treatment, honestly, I don't think I can install any more in this room. I maxed it out. I have massive corner traps that I built myself. I have some special things going on that I will not mention just yet, because it's a product that I'm developing that will be available for purchase further down the line. And I have my huge panels that are, what is this, 15-20 centimeters thick, that absorb a lot of bass and a lot of sound. And yeah, on my desk I have these felt pads. I have a large mouse pad. All of this is absorbing extra sound so that there's no reflections coming from the speaker table to my ear that cause phase issues with the direct sound coming from the speaker to my ear. These things, Amazon, $10, maybe $8. I bought 4 of them. Changed my life. Total game changer. My room sounds so much better because I don't have any of the nasty reflections anymore in the mid-range coming between speaker, table and here. For now this is perfect. And yes, I do think that if I used SonarWorks or any kind of other software, it would probably make a difference, and I might actually try it. But for now I can't be bothered, honestly, because I'm really used to this and the way it sounds. Headphone correction, that's an interesting one. I've been using my DT770s, they're not here yet, for about 12 years, and I would not want to use any correction software because I know these headphones so well. That said, I do think there is some value to it. I do think that most headphones are imperfect by nature because it's a one driver system very close to your ear. there's inherent technological and physical limitations of what can be achieved with a single driver that is literally on top of your ear. So I do see some value in that, but make sure that you use it and then don't flip around and change back and forth. Like I think time in the market is worth more than money in the market, and I think it's the same with monitors. Time with your monitors is worth more than money with your monitors. So get used to your monitors, of course, assuming you have something decent, something at least mid-range level, and then spend time with them, get to learn them, get to know how to use them and how they translate, and then over time your mixes will become better and better. When I built this room, it took me 10 mixes until I could say, okay, now I'm confident and comfortable that I can deliver steady and consistent results. You know, even though it's quite a bit of money here and it's a lot of acoustic treatment and I've done thousands of mixes before it still took me time to get used to a completely new room and a completely new speaker setup. But I set them up, I left them where they are, and I haven't changed anything since. The studio has been pretty much unaltered for the last 2-3 years. Same for headphones. Whatever you have, stick to them, assuming you have something good. DT770s, Sennheiser 650s, the new Neumanns are supposed to be amazing. Something good, you know, like $150 up. And just get used to them, work with them, get used to them. If you want to use correction software, use it, but then don't turn it on and off, because that just will mess with you. You know, you don't know what you're hearing anymore. Just get used to one thing, get to learn how to use that, and you'll be fine. Studio emulation software. What a joke, man. Honestly, that's a gimmick, I think, personally. It has some value, but to be honest, engineers have been mixing with speakers and headphones for decades, delivering great results. So I just reviewed a mix the other day that was mixed by a guy who used the new Waves Abbey Road thing, and it sounded not very good, unfortunately, because I could hear that he was compensating for a lot of the problems that are present in Abbey Road's rooms. I have been to Abbey Road. The value of Abbey Road lies in the live rooms, not in the control rooms. So when Waves is selling you the control room of Abbey Road, they want to make money. They're selling you the name Abbey Road, and you're spending $29 for it. But it's not necessarily going to make your mixing better. Make sure you have one good setting, get used to it, and learn how to use it. That's my bottom line. Second most important point, room treatment before room correction. I think that's very important. Same for headphones. Buy good headphones before you try to correct your not so good headphones. That's my honest opinion. I hope this helps. Honestly, again, it's just time, just practice, push, you know. Check your mixes in cars, check your mixes on hi-fi systems, in friends, flats, rooms, whatever, and learn that what you have done on your speakers, when it doesn't translate, learn what it is, and then next time you mix, make sure you keep that in mind, and you'll be fine. Hope this is helpful. Take it easy. Happy mixing.